We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Ready, set.
Here's Ritter now to throw on their first play. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Looking to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Here we go.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
22 needle. Ready.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now, this defense for the Commanders, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Hines now on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. You talk about this Rams defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And this is going to be a Commanders first down as they'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more on that one and another first down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, here's Gibson again. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
A 56-yard attempt.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Check 2. Switch. Yellow. Strike. Strike.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. You talk about this Washington defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the... So it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders 14, Rams 0.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Ridder with it after the play fake. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw it here, Ridder. Incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
16 more on that one and another first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball is right on the money and leads to a big play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Washington. From 8 yards out. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now Joey Slye for the point after. And it is now 21-0. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Gary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA.
First down, Los Angeles.
Working from the gun, Ritter. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
10 more there and another first down.
Come on, set. Set.
Going play action, Ritter. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but well, that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
Down the right sideline. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams 30. A minute 52 to play until halftime. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Robinson on a give right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. For a gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. Slide for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Commanders 28, Rams 0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for Commanders touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Hey, red, black shot, 6, mega, 7.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Rams, nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Tanner Brown, the kickoff for the Rams.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. He'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They chop that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This pass hauled in by Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 37 yards. And the Commanders have taken a 6-touchdown lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, Time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time. Here's a 2nd and 8. Ritter back to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Commanders 49, Rams nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Now 2nd and 3.
Striker, 3-3.
They run the counter. Gary. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Gary. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gary, and a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Trouble 38. Blue striker. Set cut.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a counter, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up.
Touchdown, Rams! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. In motion right comes Beasley. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Ritter off the play fake. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Washington on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and forever. Running the crossing. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Ready?
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. That is caught, and he is going to have the Rams 1st down, so quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st down, Gary. And a solid run down inside the 30. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Ritter. They'll roll him out right. Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Field, black.
Ridder now. And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. No problem there on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Yellow. Set.
Now Ridder to throw on 1st down. Looking for Beasley. Got him on a slant. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
38.
First and goal.
Ready.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Claws red. Hut, hut.
Ridder. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Black Ultra. Flight blue. Hut, hut.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Commanders 49, Rams 21.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead, late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock. No matter what the score, And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now back to throw. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Boy, another big play late here for offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, set. Blaster, stick. Hey, green. Ready.
A final shot now for Ritter. Under pressure, and down he goes. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their head.